Starting lineups for this afternoon's matchup. First from Colorado University. Defense number 23, Melina Atwood. Defense number 16, Kylie Gonzalez. Forward number 9, Maya Ness. Forward number 10, Sadie Brown. Forward number 17, Jordan Monk. And the guard from Colorado University, number 2, Andrea Brown. Starting lineup for your University of Tuscany. Left defense, number 10, Valerie Stevenson. Right defense, number 28, Alexandria Bye. Left wing, number 4, Gracie Cass. Forward, number 11, Hallie Hansen. Right wing, number 21, Katie Pollard. And in goal this afternoon for your skating, it's number 30, Sarah Olson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'll count your eyes, and gentlemen, remove your caps, for the singing of our national anthem. This evening's national anthem will be sung by Allie and Sarah Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big round of applause for all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Utah Hockey Broadcast here in the Salt Lake City Sport Complex. This is Anita Tsuchiya here with my broadcast partner, Patrick McGann. And this afternoon's match, we've got the Skating Utes hosting the University of Colorado Buffaloes. This is going to be game 2 of this weekend. The Utes winning last night's match. And I'm sure the Buffaloes are going to be seeking to leave here without getting swept. I'm sure they'd like to win this afternoon.
They'd like to make their ride home a little bit more pleasant.
Yes, exactly. Nobody likes to go home after getting swept.
It's not fun.
That's a long ride home. And the Buffaloes are wearing their road blacks with the white numerals and tan trim. The Utes are wearing their home whites with the red numerals and their black pants. They'll be guarding the goal on the left side of your screen, moving from left to right. And, of course, that means the Buffaloes will be guarding the right-hand goal.
A lot of momentum in the Utah program right now after that win yesterday.
Yeah, and that was a really fun game to watch.
That was a big win for them, and they're excited about it. So they're looking to bounce back and get some precious WWCHL points. Undefeated in conference play right now, so don't look now, but
and
hey.
The Buffaloes have a strong program. They won the WWCHL tournament 2 years ago, which was hosted here in Salt Lake City.
I actually called that game, and they're a good team, and Utah coming out and beating them yesterday. It's a statement victory.
All right, so Bonk carries it across the blue line on the right-hand side. Puck ends up there along the boards, fighting for the puck. And Bai sends it up to Plyer. Plyer has a little trouble getting out of the zone, though. Still fighting for the puck along the board. Linesman goes down, and Hansen comes up with it. She skates it across, dumps it in deep, goes in to chase it. Tries to pick it up off the boards. Bai picks it up. Oh, she misses, overskates it. Hansen picks it up, and Colorado comes up with it. It looks like Sydney Brown picks it up, passes up to Neffs. And then Brown skates it across the blue line, centers it to Dessart, number 22's wrist shot. Nice save by Olsen. Sarah Olsen again in the goal this afternoon. She was the goalie last night as well. And puck gets cleared all the way to the other end, and we're going to have an icing. So they're going to bring the puck all the way back to the Utah zone, have a face-off. So it'll be interesting to see if Colorado employs that same offensive tactic where they try and hang out behind the Utah net and then try and send the puck centering in front of it and look for
run a
quick one.
Goal line offense.
That's what that's called. All right, Long takes a whack at it but misses. Stevenson digging for that puck. I'm sorry, Howell digging for the puck along the boards, ends up in the corner. Dickman fighting for the boards along there with Stevenson. Puck squirts out. Colorado controls. That's number 14, Maslowski. And Utah sends it up. Neutral zone, they go for a line change instead. And 27, that's Henderson, has a little trouble handling the puck. Stevenson sends it in. She goes down. Torrey going for the puck, sends it along behind the net. And Howell fighting for it in the corner in the Colorado zone. Colorado sends it along the boards. Still trying to clear the zone, and they do. Carrick dumps it in, but the Utah has to come out and regroup since puck actually did leave the zone. Weber to Carrick. Carrick sends it behind the net, back to Weber. Still trying to get the puck out of the Utah zone, and they do. Litzinger takes a whack at it. Puck ends up back in the zone. Weber picks it up. Starts the play from her own zone to Michael, who tries to send to Litzinger. Gets past, and Litzinger picks it up. And it ends up skipping by her. Torrey tries to send it back in, still fighting for the puck in the neutral zone. And the puck squirts into the Utah zone, and Michael picks it up just outside the zone. Rouse sends it along the boards to Sachs. Looks like we're going to have icing. Oh, waved off because Utah gets there first. Carrot sends it along behind the board to Pimentel. Pimentel fighting for it. Puck comes back to Hansen. Now Pimentel picks it up, starts the play, up to Caps. She can't quite reach it. Hansen sends it in. Colorado picks it up, sends it up to Sachs, skates it across, sends it into the Utah zone, and then goes for a change. Brown skating around with it, still in the Utah zone. Wrist shot. Olsen makes a save. Rebound comes out. Plyer sends it out and then tries to hustle down to go and pick it up. Atwood picks it up. Passes to Neffs. Neffs up to Brown. Brown tries to send into the zone. She gets dumped.
She wants a penalty, a body check.
And looks like she's going to get one. So Samantha McCain goes to the box.
Or a trip.
It's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. Yeah, Neffs kind of got upended on that one. So they're going to have a face-off to Olsen's right. And, to Olsen's left. Looks like, is that Dickman taking the face-off there?
Dickman, yep. Took the face-off for the Utes.
Colorado controls. Henderson dumps it in to the corner. Sachs skates out with it. Sets it back into the corner. Brown picks it up. Centering pass. Dessart's there, trying to tip it in. And Olsen jumps on it to make the save. So Dickman and Brown in the face-off circle. Oh, and it squirts out, and Stevenson loses sight of the puck. She doesn't realize it's behind her. Brown picks it up in the corner and shoots it on goal. Nice save. That was a nice save by Olsen.
Nice couple saves by her early on.
Yeah, she was solid last night, so we need her to be solid again this afternoon.
Colorado dictating play a little bit here.
Putting a lot of shots on early in this period.
Not crazy, but still they're dictating play for the most part, and they're coming out here, trying to defend themselves and obviously not get swept. They're doing a good job starting out.
Neffs with the puck down in the corner, skates around through the circle, centering pass to Long, and tic-tac-toe, in it went. So nice pass by Neffs, centering it to Long, who was waiting right there, and in the net it goes. Colorado scores first, 15:31 in the first period.
There you go, the result.
On the power play goal.
The result of Colorado just, rolling offensively early on here, and you can see, just like Nina said, tic-tac-toe, nice display of passing. Obviously, granted on the power play for the Utes, but got to keep themselves out of the box.
Yes, just like the D2 men's game. And Long is one of the top scorers for the Buffaloes. Prior to yesterday's game, she had 3 goals, 2 assists for 5 points. I don't remember if she scored a goal last night. I haven't updated my stats after Thursday. So puck is again in the Utah zone. Team's back at full strength, of course, after the goal. Dickman skates it over along the boards, sends it along the boards. Oh, and just out of the reach of Hansen. Just out of the reach of Burns. And the puck ends up back in the Utah zone. Dessert with a centering pass, dangerous play from behind the goal line. Brown centers it, goes all the way through. Bonk tries to skates around the circle in the middle slot, skates through the circle again. She has a chance. Nice save by Olsen. And the puck ends up all the way into the other zone, to the Colorado zone.
You can't let Bonk skate around like that if you're Utah. She pretty much just skated right her way
skating free
around the offensive zone there for the Utes. And if you let that happen, Colorado's going to get ahead real quick.
So Howell sends it back into the Colorado zone. Colorado trying to control and start their breakout, having a little trouble. Puck stays in. Still stays in. Oh, and now finally bounces free. Tori sends it back in and then pokes the puck loose. She tries a centering pass. No one there, though. No one in white, anyway. McCain sends it to Pimentel. Pimentel bounces along the boards to Tori. Tori sends it up. Oh, to Litzinger, who didn't realize the puck just went slid right past her feet. Michael chasing the puck behind the net. Hansen trying to keep it in, can't quite do it. Here comes LaPearl. Can't quite tell who. Colorado managed to keep it in. That looks like 21, Cataldo keeping it in. Hansen comes up with it, skates it around in the corner. Trying to start a breakout. Skates it up through her zone. Tries to send a pass up to Michael, but gets past her and ends up on the other side of the rink. So we're going to have an icing, and the puck will come all the way back into the Utah zone. So is that right? Colorado's already got 5 shots on goal?
Woof. Yes, it is.
Woof.
Utah with 1. And I don't really think it's Utah playing bad. I just think Colorado is just coming out.
They're really
full
pressing.
Force. Yeah,
they're really pressing.
I'm not really seeing anything from Utah that's too bad. Yeah, they're giving Colorado some space so far, but it's
all
not.
All right, breakaway for Tori, but she's got a 1-on-2, and now she's got to fight 3, and she's still fighting for the puck. And Bai keeps it in, throws it on net, and Beerbaum has to make the save. So we're going to have a face-off to her right. It's going to be Hansen facing off against Hitchens. Utah controls. Bai sends it in again, and Gracie Caps is right there for the tip-in, but the puck goes wide. Sends the puck along the boards behind the net. Bai's trying to keep it in. Still trying to keep it in, and Colorado sends it up to their number 4, Hitchens. She skates it across the line on the right side. Stevenson breaks that centering pass up. Puck's bouncing around really right close to the front of the net. Pile of bodies in there. I didn't hear a whistle, did you?
Just barely.
Okay.
Frozen puck.
Yeah, so the puck was frozen or they lost sight of it, but it wasn't a very loud whistle.
As long as they heard it down there, I guess
Yeah,
that's all that
yeah,
matters.
it doesn't matter if we hear it.
Yeah.
Just as long as everybody stops. All right, so Utah wins the draw. Stevenson with the puck behind the net. Into the corner. Up to Howell. Oh, and Howell loses the handle on it. And Sachs with a backhand shovels it. And Olsen's got to jump on that and smother it. So we're going to have another face-off. To her right. Colorado gets a fresh set of legs on the ice. So it's going to be Dickman and Maslowski in the face-off. Puck ends up in the corner. Stevenson's trying to dig it out. Still trying to dig it out. Burns finally sends it up the ice. And a little bit too hard, so it's going to be icing. So we're going to have a do-over. Same spot. Same, oh, I was wrong. Other side of the ice.
Still same face-off duo. Dickman taking it for the Utes.
And Maslowski for Colorado. And Dessart dumps it in. Nice stick save by Olsen. Puck comes out. Colorado regroups, sends it back in. Bai breaks it up. Stevenson tries to shovel it up to her teammate, and here comes Dessart down the left side. Slapper from the circle goes wide. Puck squirts out. Long keeps it in. Fighting for the puck. Nickman digs it out of the corner. She's battling with Dessart. She ends up getting dumped on her butt. And then number 23, Atwoods, sends it in. And Olsen has to deflect it off to the side. Puck's still in the Utah zone. Brown brings it back in. Sends it past to number 17, Bonk. And Bonk again skates all the way through, pretty much unopposed. She gives it to Henderson. Henderson with a wrist shot goes way wide. Puck's going along the boards. Torrey managed to clear it out along the boards. Michael chases in. And Weber fighting for the puck hard in the corner. Puck squirts out. Michael fighting for the puck, and looks like we're going to have a penalty.
Might be against Colorado.
Unfortunately, I don't think so, because Lipinski is skating over to the box. I think it was a tripping.
Litzinger for the Utes and
Oh, it's going to be offsetting penalties.
Brown for Colorado.
Ooh. So, roughing? Or I'm not sure I understood that hand signal. Was that roughing?
I wasn't paying attention to the
Okay.
hand signal. I was looking at
It was, oh, maybe that's
see.
body check, because I didn't recognize the
You
hand
go like
signal.
this.
No. So
Might be
he didn't make the classic roughing signal, so I was a little confused. So anyway,
might be a
we have a
rough.
face-off, opposing penalties, offsetting penalties. So the teams are skating 4-on-4. Puck is still in the Utah zone. Weber picks it up in the corner. So he didn't make the sideways motion. It was almost like he was pumping his fist, so I got a little confused. All right, so the puck squirts out. And Henderson's got to go dig for it in her own zone. She's being pursued by Caps. She sends it up to Holloway. And Utah manages to keep it still in zone. Caps picks it up behind her own net, skates around her one defender. She centers it. Oh, and it squirts away from Carrig, and it squirts out of the zone. Caps picks it up again. She passes it across to Weber. Weber sends it in deep. Hansen's there to pick it up in the corner. She's going to send it back around. Nope, she's going to keep it. Nope. Ends up with Caps, a centering pass. Oh, and Pimentel can't quite handle the pass, and the puck squirts out of the zone.
It's a nice crisp pass from Caps there.
Yeah, Pimentel just had a little trouble handling it.
Yeah.
Henderson picks it up in her own zone, sends it up to Neffs through the neutral zone. Dickman picks it up. She skates behind her own net, being pursued still by Neffs, and then she goes down. No penalty. And the puck squirts out, so Colorado has come back out. Puck gets popped up in the air, deflected. No! Nice catch by the attendant in the penalty box on that puck that went over the glass. So we're going to have a face-off. Looks like just outside the Utah zone. 36 seconds left in the offsetting penalties. And it's going to be Dickman versus Bonk on the face-off. Colorado controls. Neff carries it across the blue line. Ends up in the corner. McCain sends it around the back. Unfortunately to Bonk, who's waiting for it. She skates around the back of the net. Still being checked by Pimentel. Centering pass to Atwood. That was almost a disaster. Olsen sends it off into the corner. McCain sends it around the boards to Howell. And then we have 17, Bonk picking it up for Colorado. She sends it to Long, who carries it across the blue line, skates it up the middle, holds on to it, or bounces off some shin guards. 19, Sandstra of Colorado to Brown at the point. Wrist shot, goes wide. Dessart digging for it in the corner, getting hung up in there. A couple of Utes players there. Torrey centering, quick centering pass. Fortunately, 2 Utah defenders there to clear the crease. Sorry, that wasn't Dessart, that was Atwood. Puck ends up behind the net. Atwood picks it up. I'm sorry, number 20, Ammon picks it up, flings it at the net. Olsen makes a save. We're going to have a face-off as both teams change lines.
Yeah, Utah, let's get to the point now where they've not had any time in the Colorado zone, basically. I mean, they've not had much.
They're struggling just to get it out of their own zone, spending a lot of time in the Utah zone.
One shot on goal for the Utes so far, and
they just haven't been able to start anything offensively.
I feel like my head's been looking to the left.
Yeah, I know you get a crick in your neck from looking to the left too
looking
much.
to the right, yeah.
All right, Hansen sends it up to Caps, but gets ahead of her. And Henderson brings it across the line, sends it in deep to number 13, LaPearl. Stevenson tries to clear it out. She gets it up to Hansen. Hansen gets up to Caps, but again, puck's a little bit ahead of her. Hansen's unable to take it in along the boards. Stevenson's trying to break it up. LaPearl's trying to center the pass. They both go down. 21, that is Cataldo digging for it in the corner. Caps managed to clear the zone. She hustling for it. But Bonk sends it back along the boards. Hansen managed to keep it in. And they send it across to Cataldo, and she's going to skate it across the blue line on the right side. Skate in, nice poke check by the Utes. That looks like bye. And Utah goes for a line change. That might have been kind of a disastrous line change. Colorado's bearing down hard, but fortunately, Bye sends it around the boards. Burns fighting for it along the boards. And Hitchens from the blue line throws it on net, and Olsen has to make the save. Plyer.
Sachs doing a good job trying to screen Olsen on that last shot.
Up to Burns. And they lose the puck. And it comes all the way out in 15. Sachs sends it in deep. And we're going to have an icing. Ooh. Maybe we're not going to have icing. Icing waved off. Colorado comes with the puck. Number 15, Sachs dumps it in front of the puck. Fighting for the puck in the center. The puck finally pops out of the zone. Colorado has to come back out and regroup. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first period. Colorado leads Utah 1-0. And boy, they are just totally out shooting the Utes right now. The Utes are just struggling just to get the puck out of their own zone.
Right, I mean, they just can't get it out. Colorado's just been dominating the time on attack so far.
Oh! All right. Burns tries to send it up, but loses it in neutral zone. Brown picks it up, sends it off to Holloway. Holloway skates it across the blue line. Oh, but she's carried it back and over again. That was a little bit clumsy. She was looking up to see who to pass to, and the puck in the meantime
that's the wrong
wandered
time to do
off
that.
on the wrong side of the blue line. Yeah, when you're skating across the blue line, you shouldn't take your eyes off the puck.
No.
All right, so we're going to have a face-off just outside the Utah zone.
Most common offsides. You make one move too many, and you send your teammate over the line first, or the puck.
All right, so Utah does clear the zone. And Maslowski picks it up, skates around, sends it up to Long. It bounces into the Utah zone. Pimentel fighting hard for that in the corner. Still fighting for it. She doesn't realize it's right down by her feet. Henderson almost picked that one off. And the puck squirts loose. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the period. Puck ends up by the boards. Long and Torrey fighting for it. Maslowski's in there. Finally, it pops out. Holloway sends it off to her teammate, Dessart, and she skates down on the left wing. McCain and Pimentel. Pimentel comes up with it. Sends it to her teammate. The passes, they're really just missing their passes. They are not connecting well with their passes. A lot of broken plays, a lot of intercepted passes, a lot of turnovers. We have 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first period. And we're going to come back to the Utah zone for an icing. Colorado wins the draw. And Neffs sends it along. And now number 17 with a puck bounce around in the crease. A lot of bodies in the way. That was Bonk who sent it in there.
Really
now Neffs has it behind the net.
Nice save by Olsen.
By Olsen in a lot of traffic. Bonk again to Sandstra. She tries to set up, tries a slap shot, but Michael gets in the way. And it looks like, I can't quite see the number, scoops it up. Is that Pimentel? Sandstra with a wrist shot. Ooh, through a sea of bodies. And puck
Never got
bounces
to the
out.
net, though, fortunately for Olsen. I don't know
Yes,
if she had
fortunately,
her eye on
I
that.
don't think she would have seen that one well. And Bonk lets off a slapper, and Olsen gloves it. We got 3 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first period. And Utah is just getting outshot.
They just look tired. I don't know what it is, but they just don't have that same jump that they,
They don't
had
have the,
yesterday.
yeah, they
and-
definitely
and
don't have the
it's
zip
really
they had
just-
yesterday.
They just look tired, and I'm not sure what it is, but yesterday they came out skating hard, and today you're just not seeing it as much of that.
So here come Hansen along the right side. She's got not a lot of help and a whole lot of defenders hanging on her. And now here comes Ammon the other way. She skates it all the way across, throws a puck in. Another rebound that number 13 picks up. LaPearl goes just wide of the net. Utah is still trying to just get themselves organized and create something to get the puck out of the zone. Comes out of the zone. Unfortunately, Stevenson loses handle on the puck. Bai trying to get it up to her teammates. She gets it up to Caps. Caps gets it up to Plyer. Plyer with a wrist shot. And we finally have a shot on the Colorado goal. And Beerbaum holds on to it. We'll have a face-off to her left. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left in the period. So it's going to be Dickman for Utah and Hitchens for Colorado taking the face-off. And Colorado ends up with it. They clear the zone. Stevenson picks it up in the neutral zone. And then she flips over to her teammate Howell. Howell managed to stay on her feet, sends it in the zone. Getting chased after by Dickman. Puck ends up in the corner. And Burns fighting for the puck, trying to keep it in, and she does. Stevens is going to have to race for it. She gets there first, but then they both go down. We're going to have a penalty.
Body checking,
So that's the body checking signal.
and that'll be against Colorado.
Yeah, she pretty much just let Stevenson get there first and just slammed her into the boards. So that's Hitchens, number 4. She's going to sit for 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the period. And we'll have a face-off. 2 beer bombs left. It'll be Hansen for Utah and Long for Colorado. Puck squirts out. Plyer fights for it in the corner. Still fighting for it in the corner. Still fighting for it in the corner. Now Hansen gets in there trying to dig it out. Long's in there. Hansen finally comes up with it. Skates across the circle, centering pass to Caps. Caps with a wrister that gets deflected and goes high. Plyer comes up with it. Utah trying to work that power play, trying to get set up their passing. Hansen with it from the circle. Skates it in and tries to center pass. Nice there. Plyer was right there to try and tip it in, but too many bodies in the way. Not enough open net for her. Weber picks it up in her own zone, skates it across the blue line, skates it across the neutral zone, I'm sorry, dumps it into the Colorado zone. Gonzalez digs for it behind the net, doesn't manage to clear it, and then, ooh, Caps was trying to send it back in, and Lipinski was trying to, what am I calling it? Litzinger was trying to pick it up, and she couldn't do it. All right, so now puck ends up back in the Colorado zone, and it's going to be icing. I apologize for mangling a couple names. This is the 5th game in 2 days, so
Right.
I'm a little loopy. But Patrick is here to help me, and then he will, of course, be calling play-by-play for the men's game, and I'll be helping him out there. But anyway, we get a little loopy, so I do apologize.
Lots of hockey.
Lots and lots of hockey.
It's like when I'm not watching a hockey game, my eye, it's like I still see it because it's burned in my
right,
eyes.
right. You just keep seeing bodies skating back and forth.
Yes.
All right, so we got Neffs in the corner with Michael. And now we're going to have a penalty and another body check, and that's going to be Michael, who kind of silly of her. She skated in late and just smashed into her.
I thought I saw it was a cross check. I didn't see a body check, but either way, Utah fans aren't happy with that call, and 4-on-4 hockey.
4-on-4 hockey. 1 minute, 28 seconds left in the period. It's going to be Brown taking it for Colorado and Dickman for Utah. All right, and number 12, that is Rouse, sends it in behind the net. And Brown's trying to center it, and Litzinger sends it off to Stevenson. They finally clear the zone. And the puck ends up back in the Utah zone. Bai picks it up behind her own net, and then she gets hauled down. That was tripping.
That's a trip, and there you go.
That was tripping. So Sachs was going for the poke check, and she poked Stevenson's skate right out from under her. And I'm sorry, you can explain all you want, but it's pretty clear that she tripped over your stick. So she goes in for 2 minutes.
Tripping there. She'll join her teammate in there.
Yep. So pair of them in the Colorado box. So we're going to be skating 4-on-4, it looks like, and Neffs is going to take the face-off in the Colorado zone against Hansen. Utah comes up with it. Bai sends it into the corner. Hansen back to Bai, all the way across to Stevenson. Stevenson with a wrister, smart idea, but it hits a defender and pops back out. Fighting for the puck along the boards. Gracie Caps comes up with it. She sends it across to Hansen. To Hansen. Caps comes up with it again to Stevenson. Stevenson's looking for an opening. She sends it in there. And Utes were ready for the rebound, but denied. Beerbaum hangs on to it. So we've got a minute 11 left in the Utah penalty, a minute 33 left in the Colorado penalty, but only 39 seconds left in the period. So these 2 penalties will carry over into the second period.
Utah, good opportunity here to tie it up before the locker rooms.
That would be a good thing to do.
Unless Colorado
except Colorado clears the puck out of the zone, and it's going to be a foot race. Brown versus Bai. Into the corner they go, fighting for the puck. And Stevenson comes in there to help her out. Comes up with the puck, sends it back to Hansen. Hansen's going to try and start a little breakout, but she gets poke checked. And number 14, Maslowski, is there, and now it's Hansen Maslowski behind the net. Puck comes free. Caps is trying to hurry up and get it, but Dessart scoops it up and sends it back behind the net. Stevenson looking to get something started. Bai ends up behind the net. Stevenson picks it up just at the buzzer, and the team's going to go to the locker room with Colorado leading Utah 1-0. So interesting score because Colorado's been swarming the Utah goal. Olsen's been having to work very hard, and we are lucky the score is only 1-0.
Yes, the Utes coming out now, kind of flat, I guess I should say.
Looking a little flat. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
I guess, we'll go to the locker room. They'll get a speech from Coach Braden Yo and Rodney.
Hopefully they'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah, and see what's going on. Just, give them a little bit of a speech saying, like, hey, like, where is what we saw yesterday? Yesterday what we saw was, some of the best hockey this team's ever played in its short 2-year life that it's been been here at Utah, and they played a complete game yesterday, and it's fortunate for them. Like you said, Anita, it's lucky it's only 1-0. One more bounce and you're back in this game, so they're going to talk to him about that this next period, and just reiterate, you're not out of this game. And yesterday they had to come from behind as well. So
And they gotta like protect their goalie a little better and not have her having to face 10 shots on goal per period. So we will take a little break, rest our voices, and we will be back with the second period.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the home.
Welcome to Game Day Fun.
Anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Sea of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear.
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
Our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
have no trip. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real world experiences.
We can go to the bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Of love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new
meets the
friends.
sun. We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might faint and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab your walk and see.
My name is Marguerite Van Komen, and I'm a snowbird ski patrolman. My dog's name is Frank. What a good boy, huh? What a good boy you are. I start every morning waking up and having breakfast with the dog, and then we finish every day having dinner together, but everything in the middle changes. We train them using their own instincts, so instead of hunt for dinner, they're hunting for humans. A lot of thought goes into choosing these dogs. Number one, they've got to be able to handle the cold. Number two, they got to be pretty hardy. And three, we're looking for very high drive dogs. The dog that is gonna chew your sofa up at home, we want that dog. The people, the mountain at Snowbird, it's just special. And everything you want to do is here in Salt Lake. get off the plane, grab your gear from the luggage cart, and within 30 to 45 minutes, you're up here and skiing on snow. You know, Salt Lake is super unique. We have 4 full seasons. So you can come up, ski all morning till the snow gets a little too smushy, and then you go and hit 18 at the golf course at the bottom of the mouth, and then you can go out for a wonderful dinner and see theater. It's amazing how much you can fit into your day. And not only do we have everything that you want to do, but we have great people to do it with. Everyone wants to be outdoors, happy, and go and play. Every day is different, and I love that. I love showing up to work and going, what is on the plate today? Snowbird is my family, and Salt Lake is my home, and Frank is a great part of that. My name is Marguerite Van Komen. I'm a Snowbird ski patrolman, and I am Salt Lake.
right, folks, we are back for the second period. Utes trail 1-0, trail Colorado. We've still got offsetting penalties. Utah has 32 seconds left in their penalty. Colorado has 54 seconds left in their penalty. So for at least 32 seconds, we're going to have a 4-on-4. Getting ready for the puck drop at center ice. And Utah really needs to pick up the pace. We talked about that at the close. I think that's fairly obvious. They need to give Sarah Olsen a break as well and stop letting him pepper her with shots. And they need to start getting better on the attack. They need to start creating some plays, getting more shots on goal. So here we go. And the Utes end up with the puck in their own zone. Gonzalez to Brown, centering pass to number 20. Oh, wow, nice tip there in front by Gonzalez. That was 23. Atwood had a shot from the high slot, and Gonzalez was there to try and tip it down and in. Fortunately,
It was a high stick, so
oh, it's a high stick. Okay.
We'll come out of the zone with the face-off.
Okay. So she was trying to tip it in, but of course, if you are going for the puck and you raise your stick above your shoulder level, is that correct? That's a high stick.
I believe it's the crossbar, but
oh, the crossbar. Okay.
Pretty close to the same, but yes, high stick infraction out of the zone.
All right, and Gracie Caps and Hansen coming down. She crosses the blue line, sends it centering pass, but Hansen can't quite get there. And now the Utah penalty is over. So for 16 seconds, Utah's going to have a player advantage. Brown carries it across the blue line. She skates it in. Woo! She aims it in, and it looks like it goes up off the shoulder of Olsen. Puck comes all the way out of the zone. And players fighting for the puck along the boards. And now the Colorado penalty is over, so both teams back to full strength. Utah controls the no zone, sends it along the boards. Plyer digging for it along the boards. Still digging for it along the boards. Puck squirts out. And Hansen's giving chase for it. Ooh, dangerous play right there that Hansen was able to break it up. And Hitchens dumps it in towards the net. Olsen directs it off to the side. Puck still staying in the Utah zone. Still unable to clear it. Gracie Caps whacking at it. Stevenson whacking at it. She gets hit from behind, but no call. Colorado gains control, skates behind the net. Tries for a wraparound. That was number 19, Sandstra. Puck comes loose. Here comes Caps across the blue line. Slapper from just across the blue line. Deflected by Beerbaum.
That's a really smart play by Caps right there. She knows she can't skate it in and get a good wrister, so she fires a slap shot, and it's a good location for the slap shot. She kept it low, and it was a great save there.
By Beerbaum. And
but
she was also hoping, I'm sure, that the rebound might get picked up by one of her teammates.
And that wraparound goes in.
And the wraparound goes in. I was just adjusting my seat, and I lost sight of the puck.
Olsen wasn't ready for it. She didn't have an eye on the player coming around behind her back. And
now it looks like number 3, Hatcher, for Colorado, and now the score is 2-0, Colorado. Yeah, so I missed that. So she wasn't able to track the puck as it came
almost
around.
like she didn't even see it. Like the puck went in, she just kind of, she didn't even move.
Looked in afterwards and said, "Oh my God!" All right, so puck comes loose, ends up in the Colorado zone, and here comes Maslowski, skates across the blue line on the left side. She's being checked by Howell. She comes around. They're going to try for another wraparound. She gives it up. Puck comes all the way out, comes loose. Burns tried to send it up along the boards all the way into the Colorado zone. Icing waved off. Henderson sends it around the boards. Carrick is there to stop it and put it back into play, but then one of the Colorado players picks it up and indeed clears the zone. So we're going to have to start over. Weber carries it in. Sends it in. And there's Dickman in the corner fighting for the puck. Puck squirts loose. Whoa! And Maslowski loses her footing, but nobody around her, so she managed to still control the puck, and then she loses it. Weber sends it back in. Puck stays in the Colorado zone. Dickman fighting for it in the corner. Dessert fighting for it. Michael trying to keep it in. Carrick does keep it in along the boards, pokes it back in. Maslowski goes and fetches it behind her own net. Tries to send it out, still fighting for it. And here comes Maslowski. She comes down through the neutral zone, dumps it in. McCain goes and chases it, brings it around behind her own net. Now they're trying to start a breakout, but unsuccessful. Puck gets sent back into their own zone. Pimentel picks it up, tries to send the pass up to her teammate, and it gets poked loose. And then Tori with it, trying to clear the zone. Puck stays in. LaPearl chasing McCain. And Ammon going after it. Pimentel still trying to clear it. Michael and Pimentel fighting for the puck. Pimentel comes up with it. Skates along behind her net, sends it along the boards. Tori gets hung up in there, fighting for the puck along the boards. She sends it up. And number 20, Ammon, comes up with it. She dumps the puck in, but it goes all the way past the net. Number 23, Atwoods, sends it in, and Olsen has to make a glove save. So unfortunately, it's kind of looking like a mirror of the second period starting the way the first period ended.
Yeah, I mean, there was a good chance like on that slap shot by Caps early on, but again, a lot of extended zone time for Colorado. And
I could be wrong, but the Utes look a little bit like they're skating with their heads down.
Skating with their heads down and just, I don't know, the hustle's there. I can see it, but it just, I got maybe not the effort. It's just, I don't know, they're on their heels.
And what I'm seeing in the defensive zone is they're having trouble clearing it because they're just flinging the puck along the boards. And so we've got Brown to 19 Sandstra, and she lets off a shot that gets deflected behind the net. But when they're trying to clear the puck, they're just flinging it along the boards without actually looking to see if they've got somebody to receive it.
A little discombobulated. I mean, compared to yesterday where everything was on point, today it's a little bit more sloppy and not together.
So Hansen trying to start something there. She connects to Caps. Caps connects to Plyer. Plyer carries it through the neutral zone, across the blue line in the left wing, and she loses the handle on the puck. Tries to send it in deep. Stevenson's there to try and help out. Plyer comes out with it. She's trying to skate it in. She gets it, skates across, and she gets it in the goal, slides it. It looks like 5-0, slides it underneath the pads. Boy, she had to fight hard for that one. All the way from the corner, across, into the crease, finally gets the goal in the net. So it's now 2-1, 14-38 in the second period. Utah comes within one.
See, that's big right there for Utah. I mean, Colorado might, we've played just over 5 minutes. 4.5 of those minutes might have been spent in the Utah zone. But when also looks like we got a Colorado penalty as well.
Wow.
But to finish my point, if you could get down in the opponent zone and get a goal, obviously you get a goal anytime, it's good, but for Utah, that's huge because they got that goal with no momentum. They got that puck down there. It was a great backhand shot. Ended up going in, but
nothing pretty about that one. That was grind all the way.
It was just a backhand goal, goes 5-0 in, but if you go down there and get a goal like that, this could spark some momentum.
And this is good because it's Brown who's in the box, and she's a scoring threat. So having her in the box should bode well for this power play. All right, still fighting for the puck in the corner. And we're going to actually call a frozen puck. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it was pretty quick, too. I'm not sure.
It wasn't stuck in there that long. I've seen it, hung up in the corner like that a lot longer.
Yeah, I don't know what the call is there.
All right, well, nonetheless, we're going to have a face-off. Looks like it's going to be Dickman and Maslowski. Utah controls. One-timer by and Beerbaum mishandles the glove save, and it goes in the net. She had it, and it popped out of her glove and into the goal. And this is exactly what you're talking about, Patrick. The Utes need to just keep on firing on her. She was not last night's goalie.
Any chance you get, right? Any chance you get, you just take a shot. Even if you only have, Utah, it says right now on the scoreboard, Utah has 2 shots on goal. I believe I think it's more like 4 or something. But still, Utah is shooting 50%, and that goes to show you that they've had barely any offense all night long. But when they get the offense, they're firing it on, and it eventually goes in. That's a huge goal for Utah right there.
And I'm really excited about Alexandra Bai. She's one of the new players here. She's a defender, but boy, she's got some wheels, and it's nice to see her getting a goal.
I mean, if you look at the stats in this game, and you've been watching this game as long as we have, let's be honest here. We work for Utah, but Utah shouldn't be in this game right now. I mean,
Right.
those 2 goals.
They're getting outplayed.
Right, they're getting outplayed badly right now, but they still get 2 really nice goals just from firing shots on net. And maybe the tides are turning here. We'll see.
Let's hope that gave him a little spark and gave him something to shoot for. All right, here comes Bonk. Brown picks up, oh my gosh, Brown picks up the rebound and it goes off the crossbar and bounces out. We got lucky on that one.
Yes, we did.
Olsen was really badly screened on that one. She didn't see it until she heard the puck hit the metal behind her, the pipe
Right.
behind her.
If you're Colorado, you need to keep playing the exact way you're playing. If I'm their coach right now, I'm saying, hey, I mean, we let in a couple goals right there, but we're still playing our game right now. We're still playing, we're dictating play. We're able to pass the puck around, find our passing lanes, get our shooting lanes there. You just saw a nice shot there that hit the crossbar. But still, if you're Colorado, keep playing your game. If you're Utah, you still got to bounce back. I mean, you're still not dictating play the way Colorado is, but still, 2 goals, you got some momentum. This place is buzzing.
And if you're Utah, what you're doing is saying you need to take control of this game. You need to stop letting
Right.
Colorado set the pace and take control of this game.
You get 2 goals. I don't want to say they're lucky, but I just, you get 2 goals to get back in this game. All of a sudden, you're not down. You're not feeling, you're not down the dumps anymore. You have yourself a new life. You got to take advantage. And, here we are, Utah now in the Colorado zone. Let's see if they can take over.
All right, so Dickman fighting for the puck behind the net in the corner. Burns picks it up, and they're fighting for the puck, keeping it in. Pimentel keeps it in. Puck ends up bouncing around. Burns trying to control it. She ends up in the corner. Oh, she goes down. No call. Long, puck pops out. Long goes after it. Pimentel goes after it. Long finally comes up with it. She tries to send it off to Dessert, and it does clear the zone. McCain picks it up. She shovels it off to Pimentel. Pimentel sends a pass to Dickman. Dickman tries to send it up the ice, but it bounces off a couple people. And now Long's on a breakaway, one-on-one with Olsen. Olsen makes the save.
Big save there by Olsen to keep her team in it. And there you go. Big 2 goals, big save. This place is getting loud for the women's skating Utes here. And these are the type of things that should be turning the tides here.
That was a key save by Olsen, and Long can handle the puck. She's a good stick handler. All right, so we got Hitchens.
She was one of the better players on this team back during that WWCHL championship run. I remember calling her name, yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
She's one of the better players on this Colorado
Hitchens
team.
dumps it in, and it goes a little bit wide behind the net. Puck ends up next to the boards. Stevenson fighting for it in the corner. Still fighting for it in the corner. Michael's in there. And now, it's that number 15 picks it up, but she can't quite she loses the handle on it. Now Bai's got it in the corner. She's going to skate behind her net. She sends it out. Oh, that was a strange pass. Boy, we got lucky on that one. She was trying to hit her teammate, but instead she almost gave a centering pass to the Buffaloes.
Right, you can't be sending passes through the slot like that.
Do not send passes through the slot.
That's the first rule of hockey, basically.
As a defenseman.
You got to go out the sides.
Yep.
No matter if you like it or not, that's going out the sides. It's the safe way to play.
So Stevenson sends along the boards to Tori, and Tori trying to clear the zone, poke checking at it. Henderson picks it up. She's looking for some centering pass. Whoa, nice defense by Stevenson. Just basically put her chest protector in the way. All right, puck ends up in the corner. And that's Cataldo fighting for it along with Stevenson. And then LaPearl. And Bai carries it herself across the blue line. Ends up in the corner fighting for it. Still fighting for the puck. Puck hasn't come loose. Caps is in there trying to help her out. Puck squirts out. Henderson tries to send along the boards. Doesn't quite get it out. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty. You saw that one coming.
Referee had a front row view of that one, and his arm goes right up immediately, like clockwork. It goes straight up. Penalty against Colorado number 5.
Cross-checking.
Holloway.
If you're going to do that, don't do it like 3 feet right in front of the referee.
Yeah, I don't think she was complaining there. I don't think there's much to complain about that. I mean, she shoved her hands right into the head there of Utah number 22. Looks like Michaela Tori.
Yeah, Tori.
And so there's not much you can really plead your case there, as blatant as it
Caps.
comes.
Nice clapper from the left circle, and Beerbaum has to save it. So we've got a power play for the Utes. 10:48 left in the second period. Score's now tied up. And they're going to have a face-off to Beerbaum's right. It's going to be Hansen versus Bonk. And Colorado does manage to clear the puck all the way into the Utah zone. Neff is chasing Weber, so Weber dumps it off to Caps. Caps bounces it along the board to Hansen, and then Howell picks it up, and she goes ahead and dumps it on net, and they've got to keep doing that. As soon as they cross the blue line, if they got an open lane, I agree with you. They need to just start dumping it on net and hoping for a rebound, because we've already seen Beerbaum bobble
for
one.
a rebounder, like
bobble one.
If Beerbaum freezes the puck up, then you get a face-off in the zone, which also is helpful as well. You win that face-off, you get a shot off. You never know what happens.
And they
So-
actually get closer, right? They inch up that much closer to the goal because the face-off is, well inside the circle. All right, so Colorado clears the puck again. We've got 1 minute, 22 seconds left in the penalty. Caps picks it up, sends it along the boards. Doesn't really have anybody to send it to, so Long picks it up, managed to keep it in the Utah zone. She sends it into the corner to Maslowski, and then Hansen picks it up, and off she goes. She passes up to Plyer. Plyer's looking to Litzinger, and Litzinger sends it on net. Good job.
Ooh.
That's what you got to keep doing,
Litzinger might
gals.
have gotten away with one there. She shoved a Buffalo down, and
Oh, did she? Straight armor?
yeah, they were, yeah, basically. I mean, she shoved her right down, and it was a little bit off the puck, but it's okay, I guess. The Utes will take it. Dickman taking the draw now for Utah.
And against Maslowski. And Bai has it. Oh, has a little trouble handling puck. She sends it back to Litzinger. Litzinger back to Bai. Bai across to Stevenson. She goes with a wrister, and that goes high.
I think it hits the post. I thought I heard some
Did
metal
it hit
down
the
there.
post? I heard a lot of oohs and ahs, so I think you're right. So Litzinger back to Bai, and Bai loses the handle on it. 43 seconds left in the Colorado penalty. Bai picks it up, skates behind her own net, starts to break out. She's getting harassed there by Maslowski, and she skates through. Sends it, and little miscommunication. She was intending to hit Michael, and Michael skated around the wrong way, so we're going to have an icing, and we'll come back to the Utah zone for a face-off. 26 seconds left in the Colorado penalty.
Now, if you're know the game of hockey pretty well, you'll know that in the NHL rink, you got trapezoid behind the net. And
Yes, the
here
trapezoid.
you notice that Olsen goes out of that typical trapezoid. On an Olympic-sized ice rink, they don't have the trapezoid, so your goalies are allowed to go play the puck wherever they want, basically.
The Martin Brodeur rule.
Indeed.
All right. So Bonk skating behind Utah net. Now she's the dangerous skater. We got to make sure we stick on her and not let her just skate at will. Henderson with a shot from the high slot goes wide. Neffs is there for the rebound. Fortunately, he gets sticked away by Olsen. Henderson sends it back in. Picked off by Dickman. Dickman skates behind her net.
All the way out of the box. Full strength Colorado.
Yes, and we're back to full strength. And just in time, Gonzalez sends it in deep. Bai picks it up, drops it off to Dickman. Dickman tries to skate it out of her own zone, gets by one. Passes up, passes it up to Michael. Is that Michael? Yes, Michael fighting for the puck behind the net. She loses it. And here comes Brown. Oh, I'm sorry, not Brown. That's 19, Sandstra. To Brown. Back to Sandstra. She skates across the blue line. She drops it to Brown on the right side. Ends up in the corner, being followed by Hansen. Caps fighting for it. Hansen sends it off to Plyer, who comes across the blue line on the right side. She dumps it in towards the goal, and Beerbaum has to steer that off to the side. Caps follows up in the corner. Hansen's there. Plyer's there to try and pick up that loose puck. Number 15, Sachs of Colorado, sends it to Hatcher. She gets tied up at the blue line. McCain there. Picks up the puck. Hansen picks up the puck, skates it out. Hansen picks it up again. Tries to start in neutral zone. She loses the puck. And number 15, Sachs, managed to bring it back in. Caps chasing.
That's a big-time save by Olsen right there.
Yeah, big scramble in front of the net. Olsen keeps her eye on the puck the whole time and jumps on it.
That was a big-time save. That was a quick shot, one-timer from Colorado, and they were aiming 5-hole for sure. And Olsen comes out, makes a big-time save, keeps her team in it.
Right, so it's going to be LaPearl versus Dickman. Utah controls, sends along the boards. Howell sends it up to Dickman. She loses it, but then Brooke Burns, team captain Brooke Burns, gets the puck and throws it on net, so Beerbon's got to glove it. Much better shot count for Utah this period. Looks like 6 for Utah, 5 for Colorado. Dickman's going to face off against Meslowski, just to Beerbom's left. And the puck ends up in the corner. Henderson goes and sends it around the boards. Puck ends up still stuck in the corner, the opposite corner, and squirts out. Henderson tries to pass it to Long, and Weber was trying to keep it in, unable to keep it in the zone. And Dickman's there trying to fight for it in her own zone. She's got Long and Meslowski. They tried to center the pass. Puck still bouncing around behind the net, comes around the side. Dickman picks it up, tries to send it off. Oh, and it's off to the races. Come on, Stevenson. But gets too far ahead of her. Icing waved off. Howell comes in to help.
It's a good hustle play, nonetheless.
Weber comes in to help. She dumps it in behind the net, and they need to change. So Litzinger tries to pick that up. Carrig, nice, throws it in towards the net. And Litzinger tries to go for the deflection. Stevenson picks it up and flings it in, goes wide. Michael in the corner. Puck stuck behind the net. Colorado comes up with it. Tries to send up Dessart, and Dessart turns around. Heads into the Utah zone, and she decides to go for a line change. Utah picks it up. Looks like Stevenson. She sends it over all the way across to Torrey, who can't quite loses the handle on it. Atwood skates it in. She loses the puck. Puck skips out in front. Stevenson's got to go chase it out. She flips it out of zone. Nice play there. Bonk sends it up to Brown, the dangerous Brown. She skates in through the circle, hits by in the pads and bounces back out. Neff picks it up, tries to skate it into the circle. Centering pass. And man, Gonzalez was right there and couldn't quite tip it in. Gonzalez sends it back to Brown. And then Gonzalez sends it up to the point to number 23. That was Atwood. She flings it in. Stevenson comes up with it. She's got company. Ooh, she hung on to the puck a little too long. I think they were expecting her to pass it. She hung on to it, and so we've got offsides on Utah. All right, 5 minutes left in the second period. Utah doing a much better job of showing some offensive scoring opportunities.
Signs of life.
Signs of life. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. So we've got Hansen facing off against number 4, Hitchens. And Colorado, Hitchens carries it through the neutral zone. She sends it off to number 15. Poke check loose by McCain. Sandstra's trying to fight for it behind the net along with McCain. Plyer comes up with it. She skates down through the neutral zone. Cross the blue line on the right side. Keeps skating it. One shot. Rebound comes out. Caps tried to put a stick on it, but Beerbon grabs it. We're going to have a face-off. This is a much more evenly matched game this second period. Teams are looking much, much more evenly matched. We're not spending the whole time in the Utah zone. All right, so it's Hansen versus Hitchens, and Plyer right off the face-off flings it in there, but puck comes loose. And finally, Hatcher managed to clear the zone. Pimentel sends it in deep behind the net. Hansen goes after it in the corner. Puck comes out. Hitchens trying to clear the zone. McCain sends it back in. Hansen sends it along the boards. Litzinger's got to go dig after it. She's trying to chase after that number 12, it looks like. And Colorado does indeed clear the zone. Burns trying to get it back in the zone, trying to start something, trying to start an offensive attack. Howell chasing after it. Puck comes out. Pimentel sends it back in, and Utah goes for a line change. Colorado sends it up, and a little bit too far on that pass. We're going to have an icing. They're going to have to start back over in their own zone. Be a face-off. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the second period. Teams tied up at 2. So it's going to be Dickman facing off against Hitchens, just to the right of Beerbaum. Colorado controls. Rouse sends it along behind her net. And to number 19, who sends it to Hatcher, and Hatcher skates across the blue line. She loses the handle on the puck. McCain sends it up to Howell. Howell fighting for it along the boards.
Good
with number
recovery
10,
from
Rouse.
Utah.
Yeah, good recovery.
Good
Good
recovery
D.
from Utah after a nice stretch pass for Colorado across the neutral zone.
And Neffs tries a centering pass, but goes a little bit wide. Henderson sends it along to number 17. That's Bonk. Nice shot on goal. That Olsen deflects away. Puck ends up all the way in the other zone. Trying to keep it in the Colorado zone. Unable to do it. Down to the last just under 3 minutes in the period. Carrick digs for the puck in the corner. Skates along behind her net. Up to Howell, who sends it up into neutral zone, but nobody there, and so the puck's going to go all the way. But it looks like it gets tipped, so icing's waved off. Henderson skates behind her net. And it goes all the way to the other side, and this, I believe, should be icing. Yep, yes, indeedy. 2.5 minutes left in the period. So Colorado looks like they're pressing a little bit here at the end of the period. They're not
trying to get that ever so important locker room lead.
So Hansen going to take the face-off against Brown, just to Beerbaum's right. Plyer controls. She tries to send it in, but then Neffs picks up the loose puck. And here comes Brown down the right side. She's getting stick checked by Caps. And Bai tries to clear it out. Bonk picks it up. Caps picks it up. Bonk picks it up. And Bonk's going to skate to the circle. She's going to try a centering pass. She hands it off to Brown. Brown's going to go for the wraparound, which they love to do. Puck comes out, bounces out. Plyer picks up the rebound. She drops it off to Hansen, and then puck gets deflected out into the stands. 1:59 left in the period. So it's going to be crucial for Utah to come back out in this third period and play like this. That's
Got to keep it rolling.
Got to keep it rolling. Yeah, momentum is now swinging Utah's way, and they just need to keep that up. So we got Maslowski facing Dickman in the circle, just to the left of Olsen. Puck comes loose. Burns fighting. I'm sorry, Howell fighting for it along the boards. She's got some company there with Dickman, and then a couple of the Colorado players, Gonzalez and Dessart. Puck pops out. Bai skates behind her net. She's getting picked on by two players. Stevenson tries to clear the zone. She does. But Colorado picks it up in the neutral zone. Whoa! And Maslowski loses an edge and takes a tumble and actually turns it over. So Howell's got it behind the net. Or I'm sorry, in the corner. Oh, and here we go. Bai's got a shot at it. She throws it in there. Caps was like waiting for the I'm sorry. Dickman was in there waiting for the rebound. Stevenson keeps it in, sends it to the corner. Howell's in there. Stevenson's in there fighting for the puck behind the net. 1 minute, just over 1 minute left. Puck pops out. And here comes 23. That's Atwood. McCain controls the puck. Sends it to Caps. Caps tries to forward it up to Dickman, but unsuccessful. And then the puck comes all the way across. And now Caps got a breakaway. She's skating in on the goalie, and in it goes. Good job, Caps. With 41.4 seconds left in the period, Utah finally takes the lead. 3-2.
What a shot, 5-hole there from Caps.
Caps has got wheels.
She's got wheels,
speed.
and she's smart about when she shoots the
She's
puck
very
and how
smart.
she shoots the puck. We saw it earlier with that slap shot that I was talking about. I was praising her for that slap shot. There you go. Similar circumstance, except this time she had more speed, so she knew she beat the defender and was going to be able to get a shot. And
Also, it was on her strong side. So
from that angle, you know that the only shot that you have is 5-hole, and she flicks it right nice and quick. And that's a smart play there by Caps. She demonstrates her hockey IQ. And also, 3-0 answer for Utah. They take the lead.
And this is huge for Utah. This is sparkling needed. So McCain and a foot race with number 15, Sachs. And Sachs goes for the whiff. And Olsen is fighting to try and get through the bodies to get to the puck. And we finally have a whistle. So Olsen was having to try to climb over a bunch of players try and get to the puck, and finally we have a whistle. 13.9 seconds left in the period. McCain actually loses her stick in the scramble. Olsen's having an outstanding game today. All right. So it'll be
Good save by the defense, too. I mean, McCain saved
Yes.
the goal by laying out
Yes.
completely.
And Alexander Bai is another one, another defender who's having an outstanding game. Puck dribbles in, and we got 10 seconds left. Bonk picks it up. She's going to try for one more. Of course, she's going to try for one more goal. Howell tries to set it up, but is unable to clear it. Fighting for the puck along the boards, and that's how we're going to end the period with the two players tied up along the boards. Utah takes the lead, 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Much better job of shooting. It looks like Utah has 6 shots. Colorado's 5. A lot more spirit and life, as you said, Patrick.
Right.
And so they go to the locker rooms with Utah ahead. We'll be back shortly after the break.
Thanks for calling the Salt Lake Visitor Center. If you have any questions, please leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Hello! I tell you what, I'm just going to put you on speaker. All right, a little about me. I'm a bit of a phenomenal skier, so I want to take my family on a vacay, which is short for vacation. Hope you don't mind the abbreviations. I'm just short of time today, so I need to sort of hurry things along. Just a few simple questions for you. They call Salt Lake Ski City, but you do ski in the mountains, right? I'm just picturing myself skiing down the sidewalk there next to the shops. Knowing my luck, I'll do one of my big flips and end up in the traffic. So I don't want that to be the case. Look, I've got to go. You're really keeping me here. Although I will say, I'm going to see your Utah Jazz play a basketball game, and I've heard there's a couple of Australians in the team. So here's my question. Are they causing you any trouble? I just had a thought. The average snowfall near Salt Lake is 500 inches. If I was to utilise all of that to build a giant snow person, would that be majestic or a bit scary? Oh, hey, listen, just quietly. I'm a big family guy. You know that. I've told you that. But after a few days with them, I'm going to need a drink. That's legal, right? I hear Utah has the youngest population of any state. So if I was to head down to one of your hot rockin' clubs or a social event, would there be a youth person in there that might be able to explain Snapchat to me? My kids just won't do it. Now, I've heard there's a bit of a Sharks versus Jets rivalry between the skiers and the snowboarders. And if I made that movie, would you watch it? Ooh, when was your last Yeti sighting? Are you getting all this, by the way? I'm assuming you can rewind. The Utah state bird is a California gull. I mean, even you've got to admit that is confusing. I guess that's more of a statement than a question, but still I thought I'd bring it up. Now, your Ski City Super Pass, I take it that's part of the Marvel Universe. If I get that, will people call me the Winter Soldier Man? I really wish you could see this. All right, well, this would be costing me, so I better go. Thanks for everything. Bye.
Beth from the Salt Lake Visitor Center calling you back to answer your questions. First off, yes, you can absolutely drink here. We'd prefer if you ski in the mountains, and I'm happy to call you Winter Soldier.
Welcome back, folks. We're here ready for the third period, and we got a tight game here. Utah only leads by 1 goal. And before we get started in the third period, we'd like to wish someone a happy birthday. We hear somebody's having his 60th birthday today. So happy 60th birthday to Bill Carrig from your family. Maybe the Utes will give you a birthday present and win on your birthday.
Well, right now, if the result holds, that would be true. And if the Utes play like they did in the second period and play safe, that'll hold true. So hopefully the Utes can.
So they just need to keep up this momentum.
With some momentum and some gumption, and we'll see.
All right, so we're getting ready for that puck drop at center ice. It's going to be Hansen versus Brown. Oh, and looks like Brown's going to get a caution on the faceoff, and off we go. Still fighting for the puck, still doesn't come out, and now Colorado controls. Bonk carries it across the line, and poke check by Stevenson. Good job, Stevenson. Gonzalez sends it around behind the net. Brown's there to pick it up. She ends up in the corner, getting chased by Stevenson. Puck comes loose. Neff's trying to get it out of the corner. Still stuck in the corner. Still fighting for the puck along the boards. Brown finally skates out with it and gets poke check loose. Bonk tries to center it. Good defense by the Utes. And Bonk skates across the center. Olsen knocks it off to the side. Good job by Olsen. Really nice save there. And Bai is in the center and makes sure to break up that centering pass. Oh my goodness, Brown. So that looked like a broken defensive play by the Utes. Anyway, Brown gets the centering pass from I'm not sure who, from Colorado, and now we're tied up.
Colorado
not even a minute.
Came out and just absolutely,
swarmed.
No pun intended, but like a Buffalo stampede right there.
Yep.
I mean, literally right out of the gates, and they skate right in. That's a wraparound goal on a one-timer right there. No chance for Olsen. I mean, when your defense lets that happen, no chance. And so Colorado,
not even a minute into the period.
Yeah, Colorado right back into the game.
Dickman, Maslowski, Colorado controls. And Howell sends it in. Colorado picks it up behind their net. And Maslowski skates across the blue line. She fights off number 8, Pimentel. Fighting for the puck. Still fighting for the puck along the boards. I'm sorry, that's not Pimentel, that's Weber. Weber's trying to clear the puck, and they finally do. Burns is trying to fight for the puck. She goes down, and finally Hal sends it in deep, mostly just to give the Utes a chance to change the line. Ooh, so Plyer was waiting for Henderson, and Henderson skated into her, and Plyer did not move. All right, so Caps in her own zone, trying to start something here. McCain, and the puck ends up dangerously close to getting a wraparound, sneaking in that near post, and Olsen jumps on it. So this is not a good start for this third period. Utah really needs to get on their toes and start looking more like they did in the second period, end of the second period. Hansen on the draw. Puck's bouncing around, ends up behind the net. Hansen picks it up, skates it up. She loses the puck. Players going down all over the place. Puck ends up by the board, squirts out. And Colorado controls in the neutral zone. That's number 12, Rouse. Puck ends up getting poked into the Colorado zone. Caps chasing. Up to Gonzalez. I'm sorry, to Sachs. Stevenson controls. Sends it to Bai. I'm not sure if that's Bai. Anyway, ends up in the Colorado zone. Bonk trying to skate it out of her own net. She passes up to Hitchens, who loses the handle on it. Howell's trying to keep it in, but it comes loose, and Bai picks it up. Nice pass up forward, stretch pass up to Burns, who can't quite hang on to the puck, and so, oh no, here comes Brown and Neffs. Skating out, nice defense by Stevenson, and the puck stays in. Atwood keeps it in. Bai, controlling the puck behind her own net, sends it up to Stevenson. along the right side. Stevenson loses the handle on it. Bonk tries to send it back in. Brown and Dickman going for it in the corner. Oh, and Brown almost centers that pass again, and then she tries to get it out to the blue line. Unfortunately, she sends it out too deep. I think we've had a goalie change for Colorado. Looks like Katie Cooley is now in the goal for Colorado. She's wearing number 1.
Wonder if that's a strategy change or injury change. That's interesting. You usually don't see that.
Not too often, although
in a
Katie
close
Cooley
game.
was the starting goalie last night and played the whole game, so maybe she is the traditional starter. But you're right, it's kind of odd in such a close
Either way,
game.
it's still, in a close game like this, that's an odd move you make. You usually don't change up your goaltender unless you're, down a ton or maybe even up a ton. But
All right, so Caps brings up the puck along the right side, skates across the blue line, centering pass to Howell, back to Caps, and then she tries to go for a skate by, loses the handle on it, still fighting for the puck in front of the zone. Dickman gets a stick on it. She goes and chases it behind the net. She ends up giving it up to Dessart. Dessart clears the zone. Dickman picks it up in the neutral zone, skates it back in, or tries to skate back in. Oh, she gets by one defender. Throws it on net. That's what they got to do. Keep on throwing the puck on net. Puck ends up along the boards. McCain's up there. She pinches to keep the puck in the zone. She ends up taking a bit of a header. And Pimentel trying to send it up to Burns. Oh, big hit along the boards. Boy, that sure looked like a check to me.
yes,
but
it did, yeah.
no call. Dickman fighting for the puck. Burns fighting for the puck. She finally managed to send it around the boards. Pimentel's going to go pick it up in the corner. Sends it up along the boards. Colorado keeps it in. McCain's going to be forced to go back along the other way behind the net. Then she drops it off. Oh, boy, that was almost a disastrous drop there. Hansen trying to pick it up, but Hitchens skates around, brings it across, skates it in. She tries to drop it off, but it gets poke check loose. Caps in the corner, fighting for the puck. McCain now in the corner with Hitchens, and Hansen comes up with it. Reverse, goes in reverse, skates along. Tries to clear the zone, she finally does. Pliers trying to chase after it. Caps finally gets it, controls it, and starts skating through the neutral zone, passes it up to Plier, who skates across the blue line. She goes ahead and throws it on net. That's what you got to do, gals. Colorado's trying to clear the zone, and they finally clear the puck along the boards. Oh, not quite. Litzinger managed to keep it in, and here comes Michael. She goes and picks up the puck behind the net. She's trying to center to Litzinger, who gets tied up. And Colorado still is unable. Torrey keeps it in. And Michael throws it on net. And here comes Atwood, skating hard through the neutral zone, up the left side, across the blue line. She gets tied up. We're going to have a penalty on Stevenson. Boy, it sure looked to me like Stevenson just stood her ground and that Atwood just was unsuccessful in skating through her. It looks like she just tried to skate through her and Stevenson stood her ground, but nonetheless, we're going to have tripping on Valerie Stevenson. She's going to sit 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Is that Stevenson? Yes.
It's Stevenson,
sorry.
yeah.
2 minutes for tripping. And the Utes going to have to go on a penalty kill. Caps versus Brown in the faceoff. Bonk picks it up. Skates it around. She skates it, sends it to Brown behind the net. Tries that centering pass. Fortunately broken up by the Utes. Ends up in the corner. Now Brown with it in the corner. Out to 19, Jess Sandster, who one-times it to her teammate, Dessart, and Dessart puts it in the net. It's now 4-3. Colorado takes the lead.
That's obviously a big goal for Colorado. Their momentum just continues, and Utah takes a bad penalty, and they make Utah pay for it right there.
They do. They do indeed.
Nice. That's a nice one-time goal by the Buffaloes, and Utah, their work's cut out for them now.
Yep, back in a hole by 1 goal and going to have to climb back out. Dickman versus Maslowski. Weber picks up the puck in her own zone, passes it to Carrick. And we've got Burns. Burns fighting for it in the corner. Here comes Dessart along the right side, fighting along with Ford, along with number 6, Weber. Puck ends up. Oh, and Dickman tries to backhand it into the goal, but it goes back behind it. Corner. Howell in the corner there, fighting for the puck with Maslowski, looks like. Brown comes over to help. Puck squirts out. And Weber tries to throw it on net, goes wide. And Garrick also tries to throw it on net. Long sends it in deep, all the way around. Olsen comes out to stop it. Leaves it for Carrig. And Bonk picks it up. She's going to skate all the way across to go for a shoot by. Nice save by Olsen. Puck comes out. 19 keeps it in. Sandstra keeps it in. And then the puck squirts out. And now Caps has got a chance to carry it across the blue line. Being checked by Neff. Still fighting for the puck along the board. She goes down. And 19 Sandstra passes up to Brown. Pimentel there to break it up. Still fighting for the puck in the neutral zone. Neff picks it up. Hansen is there to try and poke check it. McCain picks it up in her own zone. McCain and Brown fighting for it behind the net. Hansen scoops up the puck, skates along. She loses the handle on it, but then Caps picks it up for her, passes it to Hansen. Hansen loses the handle on it. Caps picks it up from her, sends it up to Plyer, who sends it across the blue line. And Plyer tries to put it on net, but it looks like it might have gotten deflected. It ends up behind the net. Hansen sends it back to Plyer. Michael's back there to try and pick it up. And then Weber tries to keep it in. Pimentel fighting for the puck back there behind the Utah net. Hansen picks it up. Colorado managed to keep it in, sends it back along the boards behind the net. Pimentel goes to try and dig it out. Up to Michael. Michael managed to clear the zone, but Colorado controls the puck in their neutral zone, in the neutral zone. Pimentel loses the handle on it, and Gonzalez skates it across. She drops it off to number 4, Hitchens. Oh, and one-timer, looks like by number 3, gets deflected, goes wide. Puck ends up in the corner. Hitchens picks it back up. She skates behind the net. Tori tries to send it up to Michael. Michael's got like two defenders on her. Puck ends up in the Colorado zone. Henderson picks it up. Passes off to number 5. She sends it up. Andrea Bai picks it up in the neutral zone. Passes it. Puck ends up in the Colorado zone. Utah is still unable to really create any scoring chances. Here comes Sachs across the blue line on the left side. She wings it in there. Looks like it got deflected by Bai. And then number 5, Holloway sends it in. Fighting for it in the corner is Bai and Dessart. Long comes up with it, still in Utah zone. They got to really, oh boy. No call on that one, boy. Yeah. I thought that was going to be a trip.
I agree. I was waiting for the referee's arm to go up.
Howell poke checks it. Long. Maslowski comes up with it. Now we're gonna have a penalty on that one. So Bai put the lick on Maslowski. It's gonna be a delayed penalty. And it's gonna be roughing on Alexander Bai. She's gonna spend 2 minutes in the box. And this is gonna be another costly penalty, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, this third period is not going the Utes' way.
This is a bit of a deja vu of the first period, I'm afraid.
Yeah, not much time in the Colorado zone.
All right. So Bonk goes down, loses the puck, it leaves the zone. Sanser skates it across, and then Henderson loses the handle on it, and we got a race now. It's going to be number 11, Hansen. She goes and throws it on net, but it goes wide. And now Colorado picks it up, and Brown carries it across to the left side. She skates in. Nice glove save by Olsen. 1 minute, 35 seconds left in the penalty kill for Utah. And Bai is a crucial defender in situations like this. So let's hope this doesn't cost us. All right, we got a shot. Number 12, Rouse dumps it in. Big scramble in front of the net. Puck ends up behind the net. Ends up in the corner. Rouse and tries to send the pass across to Gonzalez, but it squirts out. Howell in there trying to poke check it. Maslowski skating through the neutral zone. She sends it in. Weber goes back there trying to pick it out, pick up the puck. Carrick back there. Rouse out in the circle. Nice block. Nice block by Dickman. She's off to the races, but she's by herself. She needs a little help. Brown scoops it up from her, and Dickman's going to go and get a change. Cap's back there, chasing Brown. 43 seconds left in the power play. Rouse is going to skate it across blue line on the right side. She's looking for somebody to pass to. Out to 19, Sandstra. Sandstra skates it into the corner. To Brown. Brown looking for somebody to center to. Sandstra. Nice D there by number 18, I think, Howell. And they send it all the way into the Colorado zone. 19 seconds left in the penalty kill for Utah. Colorado regroups. Bonk skates it across the neutral zone. Passes up to Brown on the right side. Pimentel gives chase. Trying to ride her so she can't center that puck. And sure enough, Hansen's managed to clear along the boards and out, and Utah managed to kill that penalty. Both teams back to full strength. Dessart takes it across the blue line to left wing. Tries to skate it and centering pass. And oh my goodness. Hitchens was right there to try and get that deflection, but fortunately, Olsen hangs on.
That's a nice save.
And doesn't give up the rebound.
Good save by Olsen there. And Utah's going to call a timeout.
I think that's wise.
I thought they were.
I thought they were going to too, but I think that would have been wise because they really need to regroup right here.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe they're saving it for later on, but you're going to need to do that at some point, regroup and set up a play.
Weber just gently clears the zone, and it's going to go all the way to the waiting Cooley, who decides to maybe hang on the puck because it looks like, is that Dickman or Burns? Burns was bearing down hard on her. So 6:43 left in the game. Colorado leads by 1 goal, but Colorado's really dominating this period, I'm afraid. We got a face-off, just Cooley's right. And Neffs goes behind the net to retrieve that. Comes back the other way. Up to Bonk. Bonk skates it through from her own zone, through the neutral zone. Ends up on the left wing, across the blue line. She's dangerous. You can't let her just skate in there. Good job by Weber to close that off, close that lane off. And Dickman pokes it loose, and now she's off to the races. She's got Howell along with her. She throws it on net, and Cooley decides to hang on to it. So that was actually a nice play because she had Howell following her on the left wing right with her. She decided to throw it on, and Howell was there for the rebound, but Cooley hung on to the puck. So no rebound. We've only got 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. The Utes are really starting to run out of time here. They need to score a goal. Hansen facing off with Maslowski. Utah controls. Grace, nice, smart idea by Caps. She skates across, tries to dump it in. Puck comes squirting back out. And then Rouse sends it up to Maslowski, who carries it across the neutral zone, down the left side, into the zone. By gives chase, sends it, wraps it back around, tries to clear the zone, but does not. Maslowski keeps it in. She sends it back in deep. Stevenson tries to clear the zone. Now Sandstra tries to give a pass to Rouse, but Rouse can't handle the pass, so she's going to have to skate all the way into her own zone and regroup, start over. 5 minutes, 36 seconds left in the period. Caps carries it across the blue line. She gets hung up. Oh, no, a bit of miscommunication. She gets hung up with Plyer. And Colorado ends up with the puck. Sandstra sends it around the board, but unable to clear the zone. Finally, Dessart managed to clear the zone. By picks it up. Sends it to Torrey. Torrey bounces along the boards into the neutral zone. Hitchens picks it up. Passes it up to Sachs, who ends up crossing it into the left wing, across the blue line. Centering pass. Dessart's right there, but Michaels gets in the way. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in the period, and oh boy, Sachs gets a little bit of breakaway, but she doesn't have enough gas to actually like do something with it. And then Hitchens is in there, or Hatcher, I'm sorry, is in there, whacking at it. And the puck ends up again behind the net. Litziger picks it up, sends it up to Michael. Not a very good pass by Litzinger. She needs to pick her head up there. Torrey tries to send it behind the net. And Michael, carrying along the boards, along the right side, sends it into the zone. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. So what do you think? When do you think that Utah might pull their goalie, since they have a one-goal difference?
They could get one before they have to do that, but it's getting towards the point where it's looking like they're going to have to pull Olsen. I think you do it with 2.5 to go. But the problem is with Utah, they haven't had extended zone time.
Yeah, they haven't been able. Oh, the puck just sitting there in the crease, and finally somebody sticks it away. Yeah, so the problem is they haven't been able to control the puck enough in the Colorado zone to risk pulling Olsen out of the net. And it's been all Colorado this period, I'm afraid.
Right, and then Utah, they just need to get it down there for an extended period of time. They said one last push is all they need that could get them back in this game.
Pimentel sends it, unfortunately, to Henderson of Colorado, and here comes Dessart. She passes it to Brown. Brown skates it across, back to Dessart. She shoots wrist shot from the circle, goes wide.
Yeah, Utah actually out-shooting Colorado 8-7 this period, believe it or not.
Wow, I am a little surprised. All right, digging for the puck. And that's McCain trying to clear the zone there. Oh, man, one of the Utah players just got an elbow right in the face, and she's staying down. That's Burns. She got an elbow to the face.
Captain Burns right there.
Yep.
Hopefully she's okay.
She's skating to the. She's holding her looks like she's holding her like near her chest and asking for a sub. She's going right to the bench. All right, Caps with the puck behind her net, skating out of her own zone, across the neutral zone. She's looking for somebody to pass to, kind of a clumsy line change, and she's shorthanded, so she goes ahead and throws it on net. And we're going to have a face-off to Cooley's left. I hope Burns is okay. So she got an elbow right to the head, head snap back. She's kind of holding like near her collarbone.
Yeah, trainers that aren't even doing anything, or now they are, but they weren't. I'm surprised they didn't
sit her down right. Yeah, sit her down right away.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have a timeout, it looks like, right? Did you see who called the timeout?
I think Colorado might have called it, or maybe actually, probably Utah, because they're trailing. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the bench over there to see if they get some trainers. But, yeah, Utah probably drawing up a quick play if they can run. You can see the Colorado bench over there. Their coaches telling them, don't let up.
And I don't know if I've mentioned it tonight. I know I mentioned last night, but tonight for sure I think they're really missing Grace Cruikshank tonight. She would be a little bit of that offensive spark that they could really use.
Yeah, she's a very talented offensive player. He's definitely missing her tonight. And Utah just needing one bounce. That's it. 2:25 to go.
Yep, one bounce is all they need.
And they're going to keep Olsen in the net for the time being. We will see if they pull her. This is what I said they should pull her, but if they win the draw, don't be surprised if she goes.
So it's Hansen versus Hitchens, and Colorado wins it. Hatcher comes down the left side across the blue line. She's being chased by Caps. Puck squirts out. Carrick sends it all the way around. Plyer controlling along the boards. She tries a backhand pass to Hansen, but it gets by Hansen, and then Colorado sends it back in. No chance for Olsen to leave yet. Carrick sends it along the boards. Plyer's got it. She bounces it up to Hansen. Hansen carries it along the left side, and we're going to have a penalty on Colorado. This might be a stroke of luck for Utah.
Gonzalez for Colorado not happy about it.
Yep, going to be
a
Gonzalez. Roughing 2 minutes. So she's going to finish out.
Or interference, my bad.
interference. So they're going to finish out the game since there's only 1 minute 52 with a power play. So this is Utah's
You really
chance.
expect Utah to pull Olsen
at this point.
pretty close to now. I mean, two woman advantage out there could be what Utah needs here.
Oh boy, here comes Bonk. And she's got a breakaway. And she's against Olsen, goes wide. She kind of bobbled that shot. So here comes number 8, Weber, to Caps. Caps throws it on net. There goes Olsen. She's heading to the bench,
Or well,
but maybe
she
she's going to have
was.
to back up because here comes Neffs across the blue line. And nice save by Olsen because she had to back up. Oh, and another shot by Neffs hits the side of the net. Minute 21 left in the game. Utah still on the power play.
Olsen.
Caps sends it in and then goes for a change.
Olsen's got itchy feet. She's trying to get to the bench, but Utah, like I
She
said,
never gets a chance to.
Utah can't keep it down there long enough for her to.
Okay, Brown's going to just dump it in, and we've got something going on. We got whistles for something. Was it icing? Can't be icing because that was Colorado sent the puck.
Too
in
many
deep.
men.
Oh.
Or too many women, excuse me.
Too many players.
Too many women on the ice for one team, it looks like.
Oh, this does not look good.
It could be against Utah if the referees
Yeah,
are talking
I'm seeing
to
the referees talking to the Utah bench. This does not look good for Utah.
Braden Yo listening to the referee.
Braden Yo does not. She's getting actually very animated. She is not happy about that call. Yep, Kate Michael. Oh, and Kate Michael is a grinder. We needed her on this for this last minute.
And Utah will take their timeout. And
what an unfortunate.
4-on-4 now.
Yeah, what an unfortunate penalty by Utah. Too many men, and now they lose the man advantage. And they lose Kate Michael, who is one of their players who really puts a spark into their play.
And that faceoff will come all the way down to
Utah side, correct?
Yes, the
Since
faceoff will come down to the Utah
penalty's
zone.
on them,
Yes.
so that means Olsen's going to have to go jump back in the net.
Yes.
What a shame. What a shame.
That's an unfortunate break for Utah. That's a really tough time to get a too many woman call.
Yeah, that's a tough time to get
I
that
mean,
call.
that's this point in the game, you can't have that. I'm sure they'll go over that in the locker room after this game.
All right, so we've got a minute, 4 seconds left in the game. And because of the offsetting penalties, as you said, we're skating 4-on-4. Face-off is in the Utah zone, so Olsen's going to have to stay put. It's going to be Maslowski versus Hansen. Still scrambling for the puck. Colorado comes up with it. Brown to Dessart. Back to Brown. Dessart again scoops it in. Tosses it behind the net. Plyer picks it up. Sends it along the board to Caps. And that McCain sends it in deep. Under a minute left to play. Oh, and we have a big pile up. And oh my goodness. So Caps followed up that shot and bumped into the goalie. And so Maslowski took exception to that. We had a little bit of a scrum. .45 seconds left in the game. Utah still trails by 1. So nobody goes to the boxes, just having a little chat with Maslowski, who's going to take the face-off against Hansen, just to the left of Cooley. Utah controls. And Dickman with a chance. She throws it in there. Hansen was there for the deflection, but it bounces back out. Plyer's going to try and keep it in, of course.
Olsen pulled, so Utah with the woman advantage.
Extra player advantage. But the Utes are running out of time. They got 29 seconds left. Caps kind of whiffs on that pass. It ends on that shot. It ends up behind the net. Hansen dumps it off to Plyer. Plyer centering pass. Oh man! And we're gonna have a penalty. Dickman was right there for the deflection. She gets cross-checked in the back.
It's a dangerous play. Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully
but
she's okay. You know, she's lucky she didn't whack her head against the post because she was
Right.
falling right towards the goal. All right. So Brown is going to go into the box, which actually bodes well for Utah because she's a dangerous player.
If there's any time for Utah to score, it's right now. You got 11.1 seconds. You got time to set something up real quick.
Unfortunately, they're also out of their timeout, so they can't really
Right.
talk about it. So it's going to be Hansen facing off against Neffs. Hansen wins the draw. Nope. Rouse sends along the boards. They don't have any time,
Need a
so
shot
she's got
now.
to take a shot. Shoot, deflection, goes wide, and that's going to do it, folks. Buzzer goes. Colorado wins in regulation time 4-3. And so the Buffaloes split with Utah. Utah won yesterday. Buffaloes win today. Kind of an unfortunate, sloppy end to the game.
That last push from Utah, there was some good chances, but not good enough. As obviously the Buffaloes prevail, but what a hard-fought series for the Utes, and that's
Hard-fought series.
their first conference loss. So positive to look at that is it's their fourth conference game, and it's only their first conference loss. So they're looking good in conference standings, and obviously a lot more hockey to be played.
And this game could have gone either way.
And
I mean,
just like any game, that could, Utah, they're lucky to have kind of been in this game after those first and most of that third period. They really were on their heels. They're kind of lucky to have been in it, but at the same time, great performance last night. They come out, string together a great second period tonight. Towards the end of this game, they're looking a little bit better, but they're going to go down to GCU next weekend and in Arizona and try and pick up a couple more conference wins. And you never know. This team's looking pretty good, and when they come out to play, and they look good. So you never know.
and then hopefully when they come back from GCU, Grace will be back with the team, I believe.
Absolutely, yes. We'll see when she is back, but either way, nice win there for the Buffaloes and Utah. Good series, though. That's a good series from Utah.
It was a good series, a fun series to watch. I mean, Utah was a little flat at times, but overall it was a fun series to watch between these two teams.
Honestly, it's a good series by Utah. Even though you don't get this game, they put together two good games, and you can't win them all, and that's obviously unfortunate, but these girls should keep their heads up high, and they got a lot more chances to prove themselves against teams that they know they can beat, and this team they know they can beat. And they'll go back and play them in Colorado eventually to return the series. So we'll see how that goes, and a lot of good things ahead for this women's program. They should keep their heads up high.
All right, so we are going to now take another break. We have one more game this evening for this evening's triple bill, and it's going to be the much anticipated Utah versus University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So stand by, folks. Don't go away. We will be back for the 7:30 puck drop. See you soon.